Good morning. You're taking a vitamin faithfully thinking it's supporting you, but you're still tired even when you should have energy. Your bones don't feel stronger, your mood feels inconsistent, or your sleep still isn't what it should be. And you're wondering if something is fundamentally broken with your body or if there's a simple fix you're missing. Maybe you've asked yourself why taking the right vitamin isn't delivering the results you expected, or maybe you've wondered if something incredibly simple, maybe timing, is somehow sabotaging your morning drive or your ability to sleep deeply at night and recover properly. What if the answer was that simple? What if correcting just one timing mistake could unlock the support you're already paying for and spending time on every single day? Here's what I want you to know right now. A simple timing correction with one essential vitamin could make a profound difference for your energy, your recovery, your bones, and your sleep, starting tonight. Like this video, comment with your age and country, and subscribe for practical senior health guidance that actually delivers transformations. Here's why vitamin timing matters so profoundly for men over 50, and why understanding this one insight can change everything you thought you knew about supplements and how they actually work. Powerful nutrients don't just depend on what you're taking or how much you're taking. They depend critically on when you're taking it. And this is the hidden variable that separates men who see real results from men who wonder why their supplement isn't working, despite spending months or years being consistent. Your body operates on circadian rhythms, which is scientific language for internal timing that governs when hormones release, when absorption capacity peaks, and how your system uses nutrients at different times of day and night. Taking a vitamin at the wrong time is literally like putting premium fuel in your car, but putting it in the wrong tank. The car won't benefit from it the way it's designed to, and you'll wonder why you're spending money on something that isn't helping. Vitamin timing directly affects the outcomes men over 50 care most about and think about every single day. Stable, sustained energy from morning through afternoon without crashes that leave you feeling defeated, muscles that feel strong, and recovery that actually happens, so you don't wake up stiff and broken. Sharper mental focus and memory, so you can stay engaged in conversations and feel mentally capable, and deeper, genuinely restorative sleep at night, so you wake up feeling like you've actually recovered instead of just spending hours in bed. When you align vitamin timing with your body's natural rhythms and circadian patterns, absorption improves dramatically, effectiveness multiplies exponentially, and you actually feel the difference within days, not weeks or months, but days. Inconsistent timing or wrong time dosing can actually work against you, keeping your system stimulated and wired when you need rest and wind down, or missing the window when your body can absorb and use what you're giving it. The good news, and this changes everything, is that understanding this one principle and making one simple shift can unlock everything you've been trying to achieve and finally make your supplementation actually work for you. So, where do men over 50 typically get this wrong with their routines? And why does understanding this help you avoid months or years of wasted effort? Many take a particular vitamin late in the evening or right before bed thinking it will help them sleep or support overnight recovery without understanding that the specific form and timing can actually interfere with melatonin production and fragment sleep instead of improving it, creating the opposite effect of what they intended. Many toss vitamins into their morning routine without thinking about what they're pairing them with, or whether morning is actually when absorption happens best for that specific nutrient, meaning they're taking something, but their body can't actually absorb and use it. Many ignore absorption windows, the specific time frame when your body can actually absorb and use what you're taking, and wonder year after year why they're not seeing results despite being consistent. Many pair vitamins with other supplements or medications that reduce effectiveness without realizing the interaction is sabotaging the whole routine and canceling out the benefits. Some don't realize that health conditions or medications you're already taking change the timing equation entirely, making what worked for someone else completely wrong and potentially harmful for your situation. But here's the shift that changes everything and puts you back in control. Understanding exactly which timing mistake to correct, why it matters for your specific situation and your body, and the straightforward fix that finally unlocks the support you've been trying to access. That's what's coming right now. Here's what's actually happening with that critical vitamin. Many men over 50 are timing wrong and don't realize it. Vitamin D, taken either too late in the evening or at the wrong time relative to meals and absorption windows, is creating a cycle where you're not getting the full benefit of supplementation and you're potentially undermining your sleep and recovery. Now, vitamin D is widely recognized by research and clinicians as essential for bone health, cardiovascular function, immune support, mood stability, and sleep quality. Research shows that men with adequate vitamin D levels have better sleep efficiency, stronger bones, steadier energy throughout the day, more stable moods and less emotional reactivity, and better overall recovery. But here's where timing becomes the hidden factor that separates those who see real results from those who wonder year after year why their supplement isn't working. Taking vitamin D very late in the evening, especially within an hour or two of bedtime without food, can interfere with melatonin production and disrupt the natural sleep-wake cycle for some men, particularly those over 60, whose circadian sensitivity is already shifting with age and becoming more pronounced. The timing matters because vitamin D affects how your body regulates serotonin and melatonin, the hormones controlling mood during the day, and sleep rhythm at night. Taking it too close to bedtime without food means poor absorption. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it needs dietary fat to be absorbed properly and get into your system. So you're not getting the full dose into your body anyway, and you're wasting money. Taking it at inconsistent times throughout the week disrupts the steady state your body needs to maintain vitamin D's benefits and support your system consistently. And taking it without considering what medications or conditions you have can create unexpected interactions that amplify or reduce its effects. The right window for vitamin D for most men over 50 is morning with breakfast or lunch, when you're eating a meal with healthy fats that enhance absorption dramatically, when your body's natural circadian rhythm supports better processing and utilization, and when any activation or stimulation happens during daytime when you're active and awake rather than undermining your night's sleep and recovery. Morning timing aligns perfectly with your body's peak absorption window and allows the vitamin to support your system throughout the day and into the restorative evening when you need to wind down. Now here's the practical protocol that actually works, presented as one flowing approach you can implement immediately and tonight. Take your vitamin D supplement in the morning with breakfast or lunch, ideally with a meal that includes healthy fats like eggs, avocado, nuts, or olive oil, which enhance absorption dramatically and multiply the effectiveness. The dosage for men over 50 typically ranges from 1,000 to 2,000 international units daily, though some situations call for more based on your individual blood work. Discuss your specific needs with your doctor. If you're currently taking it at night, simply move the bottle to your breakfast table or kitchen counter and take it with your morning meal starting tomorrow morning. If you've been taking it without food, start taking it with a meal, and notice the difference in how you feel within 3 to 5 days as your body actually absorbs it. If you're over 60 or have sleep sensitivity, absolutely avoid taking vitamin D within 3 hours of bedtime, as the evening timing can interfere with natural melatonin rise and fragment sleep instead of supporting it. Don't combine your vitamin D with high-dose calcium or iron supplements taken simultaneously, as these minerals compete for absorption and reduce effectiveness. Separate them by at least 2 hours. Don't pair vitamin D with stimulating supplements like excessive B vitamins taken late, as the combination amplifies wakefulness when you need wind down and sleep instead. Instead, pair morning vitamin D with a balanced breakfast containing healthy fats. Ensure consistent timing within an hour each day so your body develops a rhythm and your system learns what to expect. Watch for improved energy starting around day 3 to 5 and notice better sleep quality emerging within 1 to 2 weeks as your body adjusts. If you're on blood pressure medications or certain other prescriptions, mention the timing change to your doctor because vitamin D's effects can be enhanced with proper absorption, potentially adjusting how medications work in your system. For tonight's approach, if you currently have vitamin D sitting by your bedside, relocate it to your kitchen or breakfast area as a visual reminder and an environmental cue. Tomorrow morning, take it with breakfast, whether that's eggs, toast with butter, nuts, or a balanced meal with healthy fats and protein. Throughout the first week, note how your morning energy feels compared to before the change, whether afternoon slumps are different, and whether sleep feels different and deeper. Most men report noticing steadier morning energy within 3 days and better sleep quality within 1 week of switching to morning dosing with food. For men over 60 specifically, here's what you absolutely need to know about avoiding the timing trap and protecting your sleep and recovery. If you've been taking vitamin D in the evening as a sleep aid, this is very likely undermining your goal and working against what you're trying to achieve. Evening. Vitamin D can suppress melatonin production in men over 60 whose circadian rhythms are already sensitive and shifting with age, creating lighter, more fragmented sleep instead of the deep rest you're seeking and need. Switch to morning dosing immediately and notice how your sleep transforms. If you have existing sleep disorders like sleep apnea or take sleep medications, discuss vitamin D timing with your doctor because interactions matter more at this stage of life. If you're also taking melatonin supplements, absolutely separate vitamin D to morning and melatonin to evening, 3 hours apart minimum, because the combination at the same time creates confusion in your sleep-wake regulation and undermines both. If you experience any worsening of sleep, increased anxiety, or mood changes after starting evening vitamin D, stop immediately and move to morning dosing because your body is signaling that the timing is wrong for you. The safest approach for men over 60 is morning supplementation with food, period. Don't experiment or second-guess this. If evening dosing has been recommended for a specific medical reason related to your health condition, discuss that directly with your doctor rather than self-adjusting, because context matters, and there may be a reason beyond general advice. When you correct the timing of vitamin D from evening to morning with food, several profound shifts happen in your system and you'll feel many of them. Your body absorbs significantly more of the vitamin you're taking because dietary fat enhances absorption dramatically, and morning timing aligns with peak absorption windows in your circadian rhythm. Your vitamin D levels rise steadily and consistently because you're getting the full dose into your system rather than wasting it on poor absorption. Your natural melatonin production isn't disrupted because you're not introducing stimulating hormone signals close to bedtime, so sleep onset becomes easier and sleep quality deepens dramatically. Your circadian rhythm stabilizes because consistent morning timing reinforces your body's natural wake cycle and energy pattern throughout the day. Your bones experience better support because vitamin D works with calcium throughout the day when you're active rather than fighting against your system at night when you're supposed to be at rest. Your mood stabilizes because vitamin D supports serotonin production during daylight hours. and adequate serotonin during the day supports better melatonin production at night, a natural rhythm that flows. Your energy feels noticeably steadier from morning through afternoon because your system isn't fighting against stimulation in the evening when you need to wind down. Most men notice these shifts within 3 to 5 days of switching to morning timing, and the changes compound exponentially over the following weeks as your vitamin D levels stabilize at the proper concentration and your body learns the new rhythm. There are 3 ways to approach this, depending on where you are right now and how ready you feel to make the shift, and every single version is valid and produces results. The simple version starting tonight focuses on just moving your vitamin D bottle to the breakfast area and taking it with tomorrow morning's meal alongside whatever you normally eat for breakfast. Do this for 3 days and notice if morning energy shifts or evening sleep changes noticeably. The more complete version adds consistency by setting a specific breakfast time and taking vitamin D at that exact time each morning, potentially even setting a phone reminder for the first week until it becomes automatic and you don't need to think about it. This version is for men ready to layer timing consistency with the location change for maximum results. The best version includes all the above plus actually tracking what you notice, writing down morning energy levels, afternoon energy, sleep quality, and overall mood for 2 weeks, creating a clear before and after picture that proves the change is working and builds your confidence. Any version is valid and worth trying seriously. What matters most is making the switch tomorrow morning and staying consistent for at least 1 week, because that's when your body proves whether this timing change actually works for you and justifies the shift. A few important cautions to consider as you make this adjustment, and these matter for your safety and success. Some men over 50 have underlying absorption issues or digestive conditions that affect how well they process fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, so if you don't notice improvement after 2 weeks of consistent morning timing with food, discussing this with your doctor makes sense and is the smart move. Certain medications like corticosteroids or medications for cholesterol can affect vitamin D metabolism and absorption, so if you're on these, mentioning your timing change to your pharmacist is wise and protective. Some men experience a brief adjustment period, about 3 to 5 days, where they notice changes in sleep or energy as their system recalibrates to the new timing and the new rhythm. This adjustment is temporary and normal and always resolves. If sleep worsens significantly rather than improves after a full week, this may indicate a different underlying issue worth discussing with a sleep specialist who can investigate. Kidney disease, certain cancers, and other medical conditions can affect how your body uses vitamin D. So if you have diagnosed health conditions, getting personalized guidance from your clinician is important before making changes. Avoid making assumptions about vitamin D levels. Blood tests can measure your level and help determine if supplementation is actually helping or if you need dosage adjustment based on data. Be patient and consistent for at least 2 weeks before deciding if this timing change is working, because genuine nutrient changes take time to manifest and show up in how you feel. Let me address some questions that come up around making this vitamin timing shift, and answering them directly removes doubt and confusion. Does splitting the dose help, like taking half in the morning and half at night? For vitamin D specifically, once daily dosing in the morning with food is generally most effective because it aligns with natural absorption patterns and circadian rhythms perfectly. Splitting doses doesn't provide additional benefit and complicates consistency and tracking. Why does timing seem to work against my old evening routine? Because vitamin D affects hormone production, and your evening routine depends on melatonin rising naturally and predictably. Vitamin D taken at the wrong time can interfere with that process and prevent natural wind down. Morning timing respects your body's natural rhythm instead of fighting it. What about shift workers or men with non-traditional schedules? The principle remains the same. Take vitamin D during your primary waking period with a meal containing healthy fats, whenever that is for you. Consistency within that window matters more than whether it's technically morning. What are the first signs that better timing is working? Steadier morning energy without the grogginess that used to plague you, afternoon energy that doesn't crash like it used to, sleep that feels deeper and less interrupted, waking feeling more rested and genuinely recovered, and an overall sense of mood stability and emotional evenness. When should I not try this timing change? If your doctor has specifically prescribed evening vitamin D for a medical reason related to your condition, don't change without discussing it first and getting approval. How do I combine vitamin D timing with other supplements or medications? Separate vitamin D by at least 2 hours from iron, calcium, or high-dose minerals that compete for absorption and reduce effectiveness. Take vitamin D with breakfast, wait 2 hours, then take other supplements if needed. When should I stop and seek a checkup? If sleep worsens significantly after a week and doesn't improve, if you develop new symptoms like dizziness or headaches after changing timing, or if you're not seeing improvement after 3 consistent weeks of morning dosing with food. Let's talk about what to notice over the first 7 days after making this timing shift, because these observations matter, because they tell you whether your adjustment is working and your body is responding positively. Are you waking in the morning feeling clearer and less groggy than when you were taking vitamin D at night? Is your mid-morning energy steadier without the immediate crash you might have experienced before the change? Are you noticing that afternoon energy doesn't dip as dramatically as it used to, or that you don't need a second or third coffee to get through the day? Are you falling asleep more easily in the evening without the stimulation that evening vitamin D may have caused and made sleep difficult? Are you experiencing deeper sleep with fewer middle-of-the-night awakenings disrupting your rest? Are you waking with better morning readiness and less stiffness and pain? Is your overall mood feeling more stable and less reactive throughout the day? Any of these signals within the first week indicates the timing change is working, and your body is responding positively to the correction. Most men notice at least 1 or 2 of these improvements within the first week, with steadier morning energy and better evening sleep being most common early changes. Pay attention to your own experience without judgment or pressure. You're simply observing how your body responds when you align vitamin D timing with your natural rhythms. If you notice shifts, comment below with your age, country, and the specific change you observed, whether it's better morning energy, improved sleep, steadier afternoon performance, or simply feeling more like yourself. That comment helps other men understand what's possible. At the 14-day mark, the benefits of correct timing should feel more consistent, reliable, and integrated into your baseline experience rather than occasional improvements or lucky nights. Your morning energy should be noticeably steadier on most days. Not perfect every single day, but reliably better than it was on evening dosing. Your sleep should feel deeper more nights than not, with fewer middle-of-the-night awakenings or bathroom trips than you experienced before the change. Your afternoon energy should feel more sustained, with less dramatic crashes that force you to reach for stimulants or coffee or energy drinks. Your mood should feel more predictable and stable, with fewer reactive moments or sudden irritability that used to sneak up. Your bones may feel subtly stronger or less achy. This is a slower change but becomes noticeably different over weeks as vitamin D works with calcium to support skeletal strength. Your mental focus and clarity should feel improved, particularly in the afternoon when vitamin D's support through serotonin and circadian rhythms is active and strong. Your overall sense of well-being and capability should feel noticeably stronger than it was 2 weeks ago on the old evening timing. Secondary benefits often emerge. less joint stiffness on rising and moving, better cardiovascular stability, and less random heart flutter, improved immune response if you were prone to getting sick, more reliable sexual function because vitamin D supports vascular health, and deeper satisfaction. All of these are signs that your body is genuinely benefiting from the timing correction, that your vitamin D is now being absorbed and utilized effectively, and that your circadian rhythm is working with your supplementation instead of against it and undermining it. If you're noticing multiple improvements by day 14, drop a comment with your age, country, and what's changed most dramatically, whether it's sleep quality, morning energy, mood stability, bone comfort, sexual function, or simply feeling like the supplement is finally actually working and delivering what you paid for. That comment helps other men make the switch and stay committed to the change and believe it will work. So here's what happens next and what you need to do starting immediately. In the comments below, share your age, your country, and which approach you're going to try starting tomorrow morning, whether you're moving your vitamin D bottle to breakfast and taking it with your first meal, or you're committing to the fuller version with consistent timing and tracking. Let us know whether you've been taking vitamin D in the evening and what improvements you're hoping to see after switching to morning timing with food. Make it a public commitment that keeps you accountable and tells the algorithm that this topic matters to your community and your life. If this information made sense and resonated with you, and you want more practical, science-backed guidance on senior health fixes like this, small changes that unlock big results and transform your energy and sleep, subscribe to the channel right now before you forget. It's never too late to adjust your rhythm and start enjoying steadier energy throughout the day, more reliable morning readiness, deeper sleep at night, and genuine support from the vitamins you're already investing in and taking faithfully. The change starts tomorrow morning. Take your vitamin D with breakfast, notice how your body responds over the first few days, and give it 2 full weeks to prove what proper timing can do for your energy, your sleep, your bones, and your overall capability as a man over 50. You've got this starting tonight.